We're talking with Congressman Bobby Schilling here at the F-35 Lightning II demonstration. Congressman, your remarks as we had here, you're very hawkish and very high on the budget spent on, of course, defense. As a freshman congressman, how is it that you're able to convince your fellows that this is something that they should also be interested in? Because a lot of them are really interested in cutting defense.
Yeah, I think the big thing is getting some of the information that some of the briefings. I got to remember exactly what I can talk outside of the room, and I think a lot of the information that I'm able to bring them just for educational purposes really helps to show and has swung a lot of folks to where they understand that, wow, we do need to put some money here, and we all know that there's wasteful spending going on all over the place. But to come in and we got to be very careful. I like to use the idea of let's not use a machete, let's come in with a scalpel and make sure that we don't tear down our defense so bad to where it's going to make it difficult to where when we need to defend ourselves or we need to go help someone, we're unable to do it. So I think that's it's drawing that line and separating out wants from needs, and then prioritizing the needs, I think, is the key. But a lot of it is just getting the information that I can get to my colleagues there, especially the freshmen, and say, hey, look at, because the key point here is that, if we can't defend this great nation, nothing else really matters. And I think that's
right.
Critical.
And you had that great sheet that explained the differences in the size of the force between the 1990s and today, and we're at almost gutted levels as it is. If we cut more, I mean, where are we going to be?
Well, we had 4 branches of the military in for a hearing 2 weeks ago, and when you go into these hearings, it's kind of like when your kid's going out to town with his friends. You got to say, hey, what are you doing tonight? I'm going out. Well, where are you going? Going to Moline. You got to keep digging around to get the answers. And we finally had a meeting where we got down to right to the meat of things. And they told us, a lot of our ships and a lot of our equipment is on a fringe, right now. That's before any cuts. And the big thing for me that I look at is that I look at, when the Chinese spend $1 on their military, they don't, they spend that full dollar. There's no waste there, and we've got to get to that point. And I think something like this is a good investment for the protection of our country, and not just because it brings jobs to our area. This is something that our country truly needs to defend herself, and the jobs flow with it. So it's a nice thing to have, here in Illinois. So.
And we've seen a lot of worthy projects over the last 10 or 15 or maybe even 20 years just cut. The Striker comes to mind, and other programs that had been on the road to being completed, and then all of a sudden gone because of the pernicious forces in Congress once in a while. Is this F-35, in your opinion, is this a good project to continue pursuing?
Yeah, I think this will continue. We'll continue pursuing this just because the age of our fleets, the technology is rapidly changing. People who don't like us are catching up with us. So we've always got to stay, just a little bit ahead of the rest is important to the security of our country. A big thing that we have to focus in on, is the debt and the way some of the spending that we're doing that's gotten us into this problem. If you look at the stimulus package that went through, we've got guys that are literally drilling tunnels under roads so turtles can go across.
Right.
It's that kind of stuff there that we've got to stop. We've got to go in and we've got to fix Medicare. We put plans forth that will help fix Medicare, and it gets pushed to the side and gets demagogued. So we got to go into the root cause of the problem that's got us into this fiscal mess and go after that. And I think that's the big thing that we have to also do is create an environment to where people want to stay here in the United States, stay in Illinois.
In Illinois, right?
Stay in Rockford. But that's our job. One of the questions I always ask people when I'm out at my town halls is I say, hey, look, if you're an Illinois-based employer, why do you want to stay here? That's a scary question. And
right.
That's what we have to change. That's what our local politicians need to change. So, a lot of it's about environment, certainty for the job creator, and we've got all the assets here, the worker, the rail, everything needed except for that certainty, and that's what
right.
we're changing. And it's a slow process. It's not checkers, it's chess, is the best way to explain it. And we'll get this turned around.
Well, we were talking to Bobby Schilling of the 17th District, Illinois. Thank you very much, sir.
You bet. Thank you.